Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at noon.
Beginning with breaking news, North Dakota health experts are reporting another high round of COVID-19 cases in the state, with over 400 new cases in Cass County. Now, this is the highest positive case count reported so far in this area for Cass County, reported at 404. Now, the daily positivity rate for today is 13.86%, 1,801 new cases in the state, with 11 new deaths reported. And that's bringing the state total to 697. Over 10,000 total active cases in the state, and the full numbers can be found on our VNL News app and on the bottom of your screen. Now on to more breaking news. Police are still searching for the man they say is involved in a shooting in Dilworth earlier this morning in the 200 block of 5th Street Northwest. Now, Dilworth Police Chief Ty Sharp says 37-year-old Dennis Hackley fled northbound from the scene and has not been located yet. Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter Bailey Hurley joins us live now with more on this situation. Bailey?
Yeah, Brian, there's actually just a lot of excitement that happened within the last 10 minutes. I pulled back up here on the scene and noticed a large amount of police squads just at the garages attached to this apartment building here behind me. They were all huddled together. They kind of barged into the building. About 5 minutes later, they came back out. Some of them did have their long guns out. They kind of huddled together again, all got back in their cars very quickly and sped down the block to about 3 buildings down. I followed them and they barged into another apartment building and about 5 minutes later came out empty-handed. Now I'm told that they were following up on 2 separate tips that they received. As for if those were tips on where this person of interest was, that's unclear. But now police did respond here to this apartment just after 7:30 this morning for a report of shots fired. They say that when they arrived, they found 37-year-old Christopher Lucier with a gunshot wound to the leg. They say that Lucier was then transported to Sanford Hospital and is currently in surgery. As for his status at this time, that is unclear. Now, police say that the key to this, they don't really know which one of these men is the victim and which one of them is the suspect. They say that's a key detail they're still trying to work out, but they do say that both of the men knew each other and that the shooting is a result of some sort of altercation between the two. Police say that they recovered 5 shell casings from a small caliber handgun here inside the apartment. They assure the public at this time this seems to be an isolated incident, and at this time there is no threat to the public. We'll continue to keep you updated. For now, reporting live in Dilworth, Bailey Hurley, Valley News Live.
And thank you, Bailey. We'll also stay updated with you guys as well. Thank you. Dilworth police were not able to provide a description of Dennis Hackley. Now, if you have any more information on his whereabouts or this incident, you're urged to call Dilworth Police. That number is on the bottom of your screen. Well, Fargo police officers respond to a possible injury accident leading to the arrest of 2 men for other charges. While on scene of the 500 block of 10th Street South around 7:54 last night, 28-year-old Joe Swigardin of Fargo crashed into the back of another vehicle and into a tree. Swigardin was arrested for DUI because of his alcohol level of .235. The driver of the other vehicle, 36-year-old Luke Genderson of Fargo, was also arrested on scene for an open warrant, possession of methamphetamine, and possession of felony drug paraphernalia. A minor on scene was taken to a local hospital with possible injuries. Now, this morning led to slick roadways in some areas and even flurries in the others. But what should we expect this afternoon? Let's check in with meteorologist Lisa Gray.
Well, it is very different depending on where you are this afternoon as far as conditions are concerned. We still have some slick roads up north. I've looked at some DOT cams. It's looking a little better, but I would still watch out for those icy patches. In addition to that, we've got some light flakes and snow coming down in areas where we have cloud cover. So that line extends from northeast of Devil's Lake. Grand Forks reporting some light snow this afternoon, and then back over into parts of Lakes Country where we have the clouds and the flaky activity. Over in Jamestown, Fargo's right on the edge of this. Down into southeastern North Dakota, it's a little bit quieter. We have more sunshine going on here. Just zooming in on this area, you could see Grand Forks seeing some flakes back down to Crookston, into Trail County. Keep in mind, this is closer to the radar site, so they're more easily detected. So there may be more extending up north and east from there underneath those clouds. Again, Fargo right on the edge of it. Our temperatures throughout the valley are cold, though. We're in the teens. We're in the 20s. We've been this way all morning long, and now heading into the afternoon, maybe a 1 or 2 degree climb from here on out, but we're looking cold. And Grand Forks is one of those spots that still has the cloud cover overhead. You can see the snow on the ground there, and temperatures that stay below freezing today in Grand Forks and throughout the valley. So we're looking at a cold one here. We're going to talk about wind chills and when a warm-up may happen coming up in just a couple of minutes.
And we'll stay tuned with you as well. Like you said, it depends on the place that you're at, but they're also seeing all kinds of different weathers and roadways. Thanks again, Lisa. Well, the Minnesota State Patrol has released the names of 2 people killed in a head-on crash in Clay County. Officials say it was 45-year-old Nathan Thompson of Ada and 49-year-old Tamara Green of Hallstatt. Troopers say the crash happened just after 8 last night on Highway 75 near Georgetown, which is about 15 miles north of Moorhead. They say Thompson's pickup crossed the center line and hit Green's SUV. 74-year-old Joanne Johnson of Neillsville, Minnesota, was a passenger in Green's car and was hurt, but her injuries are not life-threatening. Cancer affects millions of people every year, and we all know someone who endured the fight. The Sanford Health Foundation wants to help those patients and their families during that hard time and is holding a 24-hour giving event today to raise as much money as they can for their cancer patients. Now, each day, an average of 322 patients from across the region visit Roger Morse for treatment. About half of those patients travel from outside the FM metro, often traveling more than 50 miles one way to receive this care. These funds that are collected in this 24-hour span will directly benefit these patients with transportation, lodging, and other financial hardships.
Her treatment plan was actually daily for 4 weeks radiation. So we came together, we created a little plan, we got her some lodging support, we got her a gas card to help offset some of the cost. And the main thing that we tried to help out with was just encouragement and inspiration.
The link to how you can donate can be found on our VNL News app. Well, coming up at noon, we take a look at why Thanksgiving prep this year may look a little different. And chilly weather continuing to be the trend. Meteorologist Lisa Green has your check on your forecast.